Okay, we should be live. I don't know if anyone can see me right now. I hope so. Just not if you can hear this. No, if anyone can hear me, please let me know in the comments on Patreon. That would be awesome if you are watching at this moment in time. Yeah, there should be about a 10-second delay on what I'm saying and then what you're hearing. I'm going to start off by playing a song just to see who arrives and what occurs, and we'll see how it goes from there. Yeah, that's it. Growing up was easy, I took life slowly. Ocean and mountain were my friends. I was in no hurry, shoes were never near me. I was barefoot, I was naked in the rain. I know you well, I know you well, I know you well. Home, home, oh. Well, I've lived in the city all around me. No one was naked in the rain. It seemed as though some people compounded their troubles, compressed them into concrete and to pain. I see you crying, people walk by, it doesn't make much sense to me, and I see you crying. Why don't you try and come on home with me? Come on home, 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 home. Oh, I'm trying to get my foot on something. We got anyone in here yet? Hello? Is there anybody in there? I don't know if you can see this or comment. If you can see this, please do comment. I just want to make sure it's working properly because it's kind of a bit of a thing to link YouTube to Patreon and live stream and make it all operate on the same frequency. Oh, hello, Kay Soleil. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is everything operating as expected? I'm not sure exactly what I expected, but is everything operating? Nobody knows where this is. Oh, okay. That's a really good point. Where are they asking about that? Let me actually share it. That's a good point. Here's the live stream. Everyone, I'm just going to share it in a few places so everyone knows where it is. That's a very bloody good point. They don't give me a link to share before it actually goes live, which I do think is somewhat of an oversight Okay, cool. Okay, on the Facebook group. Great. I will share it there immediately. Thank you for telling me. And I will share it on the Twitter, and I will share it on the Facebook. I will share it in all the places. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. How did you find it, Yari? I mean, was it Yari who's coming? Yes. That's impressive that you located it despite the challenge. It's on right here. Okay, so I'm just sharing it. We're now live. Patron-Only and new song. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just sharing it on Twitter. I'm like just throwing it out into all the places right now. I hope you guys can still hear me because my internet here is not totally phenomenal, but it should be enough to get us going. Hopefully, I hope with all my heart. Okay, so I'm back. Where are you? So tell me, can you guys? Okay, we have a few people viewing according to the statistics of the YouTube. So you can comment straight on what am I saying? On the Patreon post, and I will see the comments arrive live. As you can see, Kay and Yari have been commenting. Thank you. Yes, so welcome. This is the monthly Patreon-only live stream, which technically is supposed to be for Pine Tree natives and up, but I haven't done one in ages, and I also, honestly, if I can be honest, which I generally try to be, I really don't like separating out things like this to people who can pay more, and denying people who can't afford as much. It just makes me feel shitty, and I'd rather share it with everyone. But I am trying to value my time more and value the people who do pledge more, and so I'm just trying to find a balance with it all. But honestly, I would just like to give everyone everything if I could, and maybe I should. Maybe that's actually the way forward, and my life would be a lot less stressful that way. And just trust that everything I need will come to me as well in terms of support, both financial and otherwise. But that is perhaps a conversation for another day, my lovely people. Peter, hello, welcome. Peter is one of the relatively newer Patreon natives in this group. He actually connected me with the knowledge that Amanda Palmer was playing in Cape Town, and I ended up opening for her at her show, which was really quite an amazing experience. One of the most beautiful I can remember taking part in. Hello, Angela, welcome. Hello, Peter. Hello, Angela. If anyone else is watching and is staying silent, that is allowed. But I will be sad if you don't at least say hello. I'd love to know everyone who's watching right now. That would be super rad. So if you can comment, please do. Yeah, so the biggest thing is the new song. I'm very excited about this. I don't know if you saw yesterday's post. Was it only yesterday? It feels like it was longer ago. But I wrote a post yesterday about the new thing that I'm doing, which is heart songs, which is songs that are from your heart to whomever you please, whether that's yourself or a loved one or a hated one or an ex-loved one. That is all up to you, but I am offering my services as a songwriting creative. Like you could commission a painting, you can now commission a song from me, which maybe I should call it song commissions instead of heart songs, because that's a little clearer. But I like heart songs because that's what it is. It's a song from your heart that is like you send it through my heart to wherever it's going. So hello, Kato or Cato Van Roy. I'm not sure how you say that. And hello, Woodrow the dog and Emmeline Malcolm and Baby Wallace, the Weasley kittens. Kitties, I like that. Weasley kitties. I'd like to see what a Weasley kitty looks like. So if you could take a photo and send it to me, that would be fantastic. And yeah, so anyway, so the whole heart songs thing is I did a first experimental heart song some months ago. I posted out and saw if anyone might be interested in something like this. And people were. And Darlin, one of the lovely fellow natives and patrons on the Patreon, she came back and said that she would really love it. And so I commissioned a heart song from me, and I wrote it and I finished it, and it's called Love Is All I've Known. And what's amazing about it is she actually hand wrote, I think, 4 like A5 pages. So it's half A4. I don't know what you call that in America, but but 4 pages she hand wrote of the story of her life, of the things she thought were important. And oh, that is Carly going past in the background, fleeing swiftly. And so Darlin sent me these pages that she'd handwritten. Or she took a photo of each of the pages and then emailed them to me. And I wrote a song based on that. It was amazing. It was incredible to really get into someone's story. And so a lot of the things that I speak in this heart song, In Love Is All I've Known, are things that I pulled directly from her pages. I mean, she actually said at one point, "Love is all I've known." That's what she wrote in the page. And I was like, that's such a beautiful thing. I mean, imagine feeling like that about your history, about your parents and your family, about how you had been so loved. And so I thought that was worth putting into the song. And I did. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the heart song for you. I'm going to play Love Is All I've Known. And I'm sorry if the video is really bad. I hope the audio at least is consistent. It's just that the internet here isn't great. So I can't push a high quality video to you wonderful people. But I'm going to play the song for you. Love Is All I've Known I'm really excited about it. And then I got so excited, and this is all because of my friend Jessica Lossary, who's been doing Gift of Song, where she does the same thing. And she's written such beautiful songs, and the responses she's had from people have been so heartfelt and sincere and powerful. I mean, she's even got some of those songs on radio now. And I just thought, wow, what a great way to share creativity and to get out of my own head, like to just write something through another person's heart, in a sense. And so, oh, good. I'm glad the audio sounds good. I'm really glad. That's great. And so, yeah, I decided to offer it, and I've worked for absolute, I mean, I don't know, must be definitely a good few days, many hours each day working on creating a heart song offering page on my website, which I'm actually sharing the link to right now in the comments. And you can go and see the testimonial from Darlin there. Also, my previous post has her testimonial, and you can see the different price categories. And also in yesterday's post, I have a discount for the first 5 songs, like a massive discount. If you're a shrub native, or sorry, a sapling native and up, which is pledging $5 or more, you can get a 25% discount right now, which is kind of huge. It's been a really huge thing for me to even ask for this kind of money for my skills and my talent and my experience as a songwriter. I've had to overcome a lot of guilt and fear around it, and I'm still feeling quite guilty and fearful about it. I don't know if anyone's going to want to actually have a heart song, and I believe that people will, and I know that I can offer something that's really valuable, especially after this song that I'm about to play for you. But I still, it's you know, so it's life. Like, there's a lot of shit that I'm afraid of, and one of the big things is valuing my own creativity and asking people to support it. Like, and not only asking people to support, trusting that what I offer is of value. So anyway, let me play you the song. Thank you, Kay. Thank you so much. So this is Love Is All I've Known, written for Darlin and her life story. Love is all I've known, never been alone. You gave me this life I own, it always brings me home. Free flying through the fields like birds upon the wing. Open mind like clear blue sky, no care for anything. That freedom grew my roots of truth, and now I'm here to say thank you, for love is all I've known. Never been alone. You gave me this life I own, it always brings me home. Unlimited and innocent, nourished by circles at night. We'd sit, this big old family, share our food and our stories. And now I sit, I think on this, I tell you what the truth is, that love is all I know. never been alone. You gave me this life I own, it always brings me home. Mama's hands held me through the night, and I knew then that I'd be alright. Mama's hands held me through the night, and I knew then that I'd be alright. For love is all I've known, never been alone. You gave me this life I own, it always brings me love. Is all I've known, never been alone. You gave me this life I own, it always brings me home. There you have it. That is Love Is All I've Known. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that, again, that the sound is okay, that everything is coming through crisp and clear, that everyone can hear me. And yeah, thanks, Kay. I'm glad you like the idea, the concept. I think it's beautiful, and I'm excited to be able to offer it to people. It's been a very, my friend Jess has been telling me to do it for absolute ages. Oh, I like the bit of like coding in there, okay? The wild applause. I do appreciate that. End wild. I like that. Oh, thank you, Angela. Thank you so much. I'm honored. I'm deeply honored. Thank you. It's, oh man, it's been intense. I didn't expect this whole Heart Songs thing to bring up so much insecurity, but like really, I shared that post yesterday, and it just like immediately all the fear just came. Like I should never have done this. No one cares. No one wants to be involved. It sucks. Why am I doing this? Like, it was intense. Purely accidental. Oh, I like that. Purely accidental. Well, that was epic. I like it. How did that happen? Tell me more. Wild applause. End wild. It's pretty rad. Oh, is it meant to be the... Oh, wait. How do you do applause? I'm trying to find my like applause. Oh, there we go. Here we go. There's some applause. If anyone's watching this as a replay, I'd love to still hear from you. So make sure to comment and say hello and all that wonderful stuff. Yeah, thanks, Kay. Thank you. It's funny, like, man, one of the things that I do to myself a lot, and maybe you relate. No, the only way to applause is like with an emoji, with the actual applause emoji. So that's something at least. But the thing that I do is that I always feel like I need to create something that's more than the thing I did before. That's like more complex or more intricate or more skilled or more something. And so I get all hard on myself if it's not like that. But my friend Jessica, who's been doing her own gift of songs, one of the things she said is she's like, people actually just want what you already do. If they're paying to have you write such an important song for them, they want to do that because they love what you do already, and you don't need to like reinvent the wheel. And so with this song, I really tried to keep it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to try and invent some new chord structure or some different melody that's going to, and I was like, I just want to tell her story as straightforward as I can. And that's when the song came together. And so when I was first writing it, I was still like, oh, I don't know if this is a great song. It sounds really simple. But then my sweetheart Carly was listening to it, and she was just like, this is a great song. Like, she loved it. She was the first. She loved it more than I did at first. And she gave me the confidence to really like let go into the song. And yeah. Listening, I'm very proud of myself right now. As you should. I love you. Thank you. Yeah, I think Jess does have a point. Yeah, I totally agree. And so that's what I'm trying to like be more attentive of, is that I don't have to be more than what I am. I don't have to do more than what I can do. just what I am and what I do is enough. And that's like, even saying that, I feel like I'm lying, like, which is really tough. But it's, I just want, so it's like something to work on. It's stuff to be worked on. In other news, because I wanted to share some news with you lovely people today, I am podcasting like a madman. Because I'm not able to play music as much right now, there is other news about what's going on with my neck issues. I have a herniated disc in my neck. If anyone doesn't know that yet, that's what's happening then. It's why I haven't been able to play music consistently for like quite a few years now. And it's something I've been wrestling with quietly, but I'm not being quiet anymore about it. But I'm really working on resolving it more than I ever have before. So one of the things I chose to do is like, I don't want to feel disempowered and like I can't offer something to the world just because I can't play much guitar right now. And so I've really focused on my podcast, and I'm doing this project where I'm recording and posting an episode a week for 100 days. So that's 14 episodes, it's 14 weeks. And I've so far recorded, must be almost half of them actually. I think I've released 3, and I've got another 3 in the channel waiting to go out. And I've been getting some nice feedback from it. A few people have been leaving comments, and so it's a weird thing with podcasts, because I don't really know who's listening unless they like make the effort to leave me a comment somewhere on the interwebs. And so I don't know how many people are really listening or if they're enjoying it much, but some people certainly are enjoying it, and I'm enjoying it. I definitely would love to hear from more people. So if any of you are listening to the podcast and haven't yet told me about it, I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd love to have your questions and ideas. Actually, I can share with you the link to the podcast. My podcast lives here. Oh, cool. Thank you for that link. Hey, yeah. So I'm working with something called Pain Free, which is by this guy, Pete Egoskew, who is, he has had about they have a 95% success rate with chronic pain in his clinics, which are based in California. And so I'm using his book, and I had a chat with a Skype with one of the clinicians, or one of the practitioners, or whatever they are. And he gave me some specific exercises to do, which I'm currently doing every day. But Kay, thank you very much. I will certainly go and have a look at that. Yeah, that's my problem, is that I've been so static for so long, so sedentary, is that I'm either at a desk at a computer or hunched over a guitar. And I also have several injuries that I've had, quite serious injuries over the years. With I had one in my lower back and my head and my right ear, and so I've all these surfing injuries. Oh, I like that idea, Angela. That's actually a really cool idea, is to think like how I would do that one. That song is a lullaby. Love is all I've known, never been alone. You gave me this life, I own it, always brings me home. Free flying through the fields like birds upon the wing. Mind like clear blue sky, no care for anything. That freedom bred my roots of truth, and now I'm here to say thank you, for love is all I've known. Never been alone. You gave me this life I own, it always brings me home. It's actually really nice. I'm gonna have to do 2 versions of that song now. So speaking of versions and of songs and of well, it makes me think of recordings. I believe that I'm going to release the 5 songs I have recorded so far for my album as their own standalone EP for now, because I don't know when I'm going to be in a position to record the rest. And I'm focusing my money and my time and my energy on healing right now. I'm also teaching myself how to record my own music at home. And that's a really intense process. And it's much more intensive than I had imagined, although I don't know why. I didn't think it was going to be crazy hard. But I am slowly gathering the things I need to be able to record at home, which will free me up completely from the financial strain of recording albums. As you can see, this is a microphone here behind me. It's called a Tull F47. It's handmade in South Africa, and they actually sponsored me that microphone. It's a $900 mic, and it's so beautiful. And so, yeah, I'm working on eventually being able to record more music at home and release it myself, which is hugely liberating. So yeah, I have these 5 songs that I've recorded so far for the album, and I want to release them as the agreed upon album that I had talked about when I did my last crowdfunding through Patreon. And that will have everyone's names printed on it, and it will be a limited edition, and I'll do my best to make it as beautiful as I can. So I'm excited to do that and share that with you guys. But yeah, it kind of feels like the right thing to do for now. So yes, what else? Do you have any questions that you are wondering about? If you're a new patron, is there anything you'd like to know that you don't know? If you're an old patron, is there anything which has come up for you? I have been doing some live streaming recently, and I want to do much more, but I have been doing it in the mornings, which doesn't actually work for most of my audience or most of my community, which is based in most of my community is based in the US. And so if I live stream here in the mornings, it's like late at night for you guys. And so I want to do more evening live streams from here. My ideal would be to do every Tuesday at the same time I started today's one, which I believe is 10 a.m. EST, and I think is about, what is it, like 7 a.m.? I'm not exactly sure, PST. That's Pacific Standard. Is that Pacific Standard Time? Anyway, California and New York. I kind of try to balance it out so that as many people across the world can be awake when I'm doing a live stream, with a focus on America, because that's where most of my community is that enjoys my music. And so that's kind of what I focus on. So yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like I had more things I was excited to tell you about today. But are there any songs that you'd like me particularly to play? Any of my songs that you want to hear live, or a cover that you know I can play that you would like me to play? Pete, are you still in here? You said hello and then vanished. I hope that you've been able to watch the live stream. Perhaps you could only stop by for a moment. But if you are still here, thank you for being rad. Oh, it's around noon in Central Europe. Really? Right now? 7? What time is it now in... Wait, I actually have a little clock here. It says here it's 10. Oh, interesting. It's 10:30 in San Francisco, 10:30 a.m. Oh, that makes sense. So it's 1:30 in New York. That means I could actually live stream earlier from South Africa, and it would still be fine. I think I might do that. So yeah, and then, interesting. That's 3:30 a.m. in Sydney, just in case anyone was wondering. Yeah, so let me play you some more music, I think. Yeah, I have to. There's something in me that is desiring to be said, which is that I want to apologize, and I'm not sure. Maybe it's an inappropriate apology, but the apology is this: I don't feel like I've been as engaged with you all on Patreon, or really with anyone online as much for quite some time, and I feel bad about that, because especially with Patreon, because you guys are the reason that I can be a full-time creator, and that I get to just like choose when I do and what I do and how I do it. And I know that, and I'm so aware of it, and I feel I don't really know what's happening right now. I feel like there's a lot of questions I'm trying to answer, and also obviously really focusing on my health and well-being. And so I'm kind of just not sure what happens next, and I'm trying to stay honest with that with myself. And so my goal is that I can find rehabilitate my well-being physically, and that will give me the energy and the health that I need to be able to gig more, to tour again, to go on tours and play tours, which is what I've been wanting to do for so long. House concert tours where I actually come and play at people's homes. That was the dream. It was stabilize Patreon, get enough support that I don't have to work any other jobs, and then start coming and visiting you guys around the world and playing shows for you. That was like my dream. And then my neck thing got really bad and hasn't really let off since then. And so, but that's the thing, is like, I don't know, I've kind of lost my sense of what it is that I'm here to do in a sense, and I'm not exactly sure. So I'm trying to, keeping busy with the podcast, and then with heart songs, and just trying to keep true to that message of wanting to share stuff that feels important, and that people can connect with, and things that can help people to feel good about being human, or at least to feel about being human. So yeah. Love is all I've known. Thanks, Angela. I really appreciate that kindness. I do. Exactly, Kay. You know, the one thing I do really want to focus on more, and I've been saying this for a few weeks now, but it's like something that's important to me, and I was actually saying to Carly today, is that I want to play more ukulele, because ukulele doesn't put nearly as much strain on my neck. It does put some, because I still have to look down at the fingerboard sometimes, and that's the motion. Looking down and to the side is exactly what exacerbates my neck, but it's far less than having a big guitar with my arm over it and the way that it makes my body twist. So I do want to play more ukulele. And then exactly, Kay, doing living room concerts from my living room to yours via webcasting is absolutely a great way for me to keep connecting and keep the energy flow going. For now, I'll probably keep using Periscope, because it's where most of the people who follow me online are through Twitter. Like that's where it's like Twitter, Periscope. And so I don't know if anyone, I'll actually just find my usual live streams right here. I'm just telling you what I'm typing. And so daylight savings time plays that 1 hour difference you're expecting. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, daylight saving confuses me, because South Africa doesn't have daylight saving, so we're consistent with our time. We don't edit time, but they do in the UK, they do in the US, they do in various European countries, as Yari is saying right here. So yeah, it's kind of all over the place. But again, are there any songs you would want me to play in this moment? Otherwise, I'm just going to think of a song and play it, which is also totally fine. So. Is the video okay? Because when I'm looking at it on my screen here, it looks pretty blurry. But I guess that's because of the internet speed. So as long as you can really hear me clearly, I think that's more important than seeing me clearly. Although it is nice to have both if possible. Ooh, Cat's Got Time. All right, Kay, you get it. So I hope I don't know which version you know, because I have my older version that was on my album. It was either on the Wildland or Home. I actually can't remember which album. I think it was the Wildland. And then there's the 2000, the EP version, which is 9 Lives from, anyway, the 9 Lives. So I kind of edited some of the song, but anyway, I'll play you the version I now play. No one's requested that song in a really long time. That's great, thank you. Oh, I'm glad the site is good. You know what, Angela, I think I just recently heard that song for the first time, and I would love to learn to play it. I can't yet, but watch this space. Perhaps it'll happen. Okay, I'm sorry. It's going to be slightly different. Like it's going to be similar but different. I hope you enjoy this version too. We're full of fascination for material medication. Should we blame our education? Fluctuation, fucked up situation. What is it that we fear? Come close but not too near. Let's smile and shed a tear for the songs we love to hear. The songs we love to hear. All I need's a patch of sunlight from where to watch the world run by. You tell me life is a rat race. Well, I'm no rat, I've got time. This cat's got time. This cat's got time. This cat's got time. This cat's got time. What brought us to this place? What is it that we face? Well, our future has a face. full of wonder and grace, full of wonder and grace. All I need's a patch of sunlight from where to watch the world run by. You tell me life is a rat race. Well, I'm no rat, I've got time. This cat's got time. This cat's got time. This cat's got time. This cat's got time. All I need's a patch of sunlight from where to watch the world run by. You tell me life it is a rat race. Well, I'm no rat, I've got time. This cat's got time. This cat's got time. This cat's got time. This cat's got time. 9 lives to back it up. 9 lives to back it up. 9 lives to back it up. 9 lives, 9 lives. Say hello to Baby Wallace for me. My pleasure, Baby Wallace. Thank you, Yari. I'm glad the audio is very good. So I can actually show you. Wait, I don't know what my video. I think you'll be able to see this. But this is a USB microphone. And it's not as good as the microphone that I have over there, but it is much simpler to kind of get working because I just plug it into my computer and it goes. And so that's what I've used for the audio tonight. I was hoping that it would make a difference, and I hope that it has, because as I said, that's what's important. The video is great, but the audio really helps us to get this thing going. Oh, cool! Peter is still here. Hey, 2:35 Atlantic Daylight Time. Oh wow! So you. Oh man, how many time zones are there in the US? It must be like what, 4? Because I know PST, and then someone else was saying like mid. Someone was saying something about like mid. I lost that. It's somewhere in there. Central US time. Angela was saying, and then I know PST is like New York and the eastern board, and so then Atlantic Daylight must be between Central and Pacific. I'm learning every day. So I don't know if there are any other songs you'd like to hear, but let me know if there are, and I shall do my utmost to perform them respectively. I haven't been practicing, obviously, because I'm not really playing much guitar at the moment. So it's yeah. Anyway, we'll do our best. My sweet Lord, I'm going to go listen to that song after this live stream, Angela, because I feel like I really love that song. I can play you a song I've learned quite recently, so I'm actually going to have to look it up online because I don't remember the chords. But has anyone watched the Peter? I will play Slow It Down. Thank you for that request. I will play Slow It Down, absolutely. But has anyone watched the recent Justice League film? It's I don't know. I've got to say, I'm kind of disappointed with the whole DC universe, what they've done there. I don't think that they have as much cohesion as the Marvel does. The Marvel films feel less rushed and more like there's a real story to them and the characters. But anyway, I won't give anything away, but in the recent Justice League, I can't stand when people give stuff away. I don't know if you guys are like that. I know I'm just sidetracking here, but do you have that where someone says to you, they're like, oh my gosh, you should totally watch this amazing new movie, and Henry died. It's like so sad when Henry dies at the end, and you're like, I can't believe you just did that to me. Like that was my one opportunity not to know the story. I only get one chance ever to not know a new story, and you took that away from me. You ripped it from me. I feel like that with books and movies, and it's just like and I notice people, they get excited about telling you about the thing, and then they start telling the whole story, and I'm like, wait, just stop right there. You're lovely for telling me about this, but I need to now go and like learn this story without you telling me the whole thing first. Anyway, I got sidetracked. What I was going to say is that Justice League had a song in it, which I heard it and I was like, ooh, I want to know that song. And it's called Everybody Knows. It was written by Leonard Cohen. And in this movie, it was performed by Sigrid. And it's beautiful. And I love it. So I was playing it repetitively a few weeks ago. And so I'll play it for you guys in a minute. I'm going to play Slow It Down now. I dedicate this to Peter, who is a lovely human. Although we've not met in person, what I have so far learned of you online has made me think that you're a lovely human. I know this to be true, that the world spins too fast. It leaves some folk behind on this ship without a mast. Oh no, no, no. Somebody please slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. I see you beside the road with your life packed in a case. I try to understand, but then you're gone without a trace. Oh no, no, no. Somebody please slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Somebody please slow it down. For a while, slow it down. Words become a blur and are lost or misunderstood. But I'll stand here on the edge and I'll try to catch while I should. Oh no, no, no. Somebody please slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Somebody please slow it down. For a while, slow it down. Cool, thank you, Peter, for that request. If anyone, just as a reminder, you do get downloads of like all of my released albums or all of my unreleased everything, depending on where you're at on the pledging. anyone who's a patron gets downloads of all my officially released albums. So if you haven't yet, make sure that you join the Discord chat room. And in your chat room, like in the Seedlings chat room, which every patron is a member of, you can go to the pinned messages, messages which have been pinned. And then click, you'll see in the pinned message, in South Africa, we'd say pinned, pinned. In the pinned message, you will see a Dropbox link, which has a link to all my official albums, EPs, and my single. And so you can download all the music and listen to your heart's content, which is, yeah. And then each channel on the Discord has links to the various rewards. I thought that was the simplest way to do it. Anyway, so that's what I did. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So yeah, I want to play you this Everybody Knows song, and then maybe one more original, and I'm probably going to head off after that because it's been almost an hour already, which is quite something. Thank you for the lovely hangout. You a wonderful bunch of humans. I mean, I knew that already, but it consistently delights me to be reminded of that. Let me see. Everybody knows that the dice are loaded. Everybody rolls with their fingers crossed. Everybody knows the war is over. Everybody knows the good guys lost. Well, everybody knows the fight was fixed. The poor stay poor, the rich get rich. Well, that's how it goes. Well, everybody knows. I feel like I got a splinter in my hand. Knows. Oh, everybody knows that the boat is leaking. Everybody knows that the captain lied. Everybody got this broken feeling, like their father or their dog just died. Everybody talking to their pockets. Everybody wants a box of chocolates and a long stemmed rose. Oh, everybody knows. I actually don't feel like playing the rest of that song right now. Hope you don't mind. But I just realized it's a really dark, sad song, and I don't feel really dark and sad right now. So, moving on. Oh, thanks, Kay. Where are you based, Kay? Where is everyone watching from? Someone said, I saw Peter said, I've lost it now. Oh, he just said he's Atlantic Daylight Time. But where is everybody tuning in from? And yeah, I would love to, if you have any feedback at all that you'd like to share in this moment live, like I said, if you have any questions or any ideas about the Patreon or about music or my podcasts, if you've been listening to those, please do listen to those. I would love to hear from you. Blue Ridge Mountains. Ooh, whoa, cool. That's a song by, or at least that is the name of a song by the Fleet Foxes, I think. I have not been to the Blue Ridge Mountains. That sounds so, just the name makes me sounds like heaven. Thanks, Angela, for the applause. Province of New Brunswick on the east coast of Canada. Oh, Canadian. Nice. Very cool. I have only been to Vancouver in the west of, the city of Vancouver on the west coast, which was stunning, and I very much loved it. So, Texas. I'm right down here in Texas. I don't know if that's how they talk there, but I just love the southern accent. I think it's so cool. We're here in Texas. How y'all doing? It is fierce and beautiful Gaia here. That sounds good. Gaia, Maya, Gaia, Illusion Earth. Okay, I'm going to play one more song. It's going to be an original. I think I'm going to play it on ukulele, and I'm not even going to give you a choice. Unless you have a particular song you want me to play on ukulele, but I have so few I play on ukulele that it seems almost pointless to let you choose. I mean, okay, I can let you choose. We'll just give it a vote. The quickest people like whatever seems the most. It's either It's the Little Things or Lovers in the Morning Light or Echoes. One of those three. Echoes, Lovers in the Morning Light, or It's the Little Things. And like just comment and I'll see whoever, like whatever I feel is most. Okay, my girlfriend says It's the Little Things. Who is going to battle her? Battle Royale. Okay, Peter says Lovers. Uh-oh, the battle has begun. just tuning up, tuning up, tuning up. That's a good point, Angela. I hadn't thought of that. Okay, so because my girlfriend was the first person in the room to ask, I'm going to play It's the Little Things. Sorry, Peter. I'll play it next time. You can blame her. I'll give you her number. Okay, so this is It's the Little Things, which is this one is available on everywhere, on Spotify, iTunes, all the places. So if you do want to listen to it more, you can. All my music is actually available for free listening in most of the places. So if you go, you can listen to all my released albums on SoundCloud or on Spotify or on iTunes, on any of those places. And I hope that you realize, because every one of you watching this is one of the people who supports my art, so that I can keep making it and offering it to the world and giving it to the people who want to listen to it. So thank you for being those people who help me to keep making music, which I can then offer, and I don't have to stress about who pays or doesn't, because that is a big stress for so many of my musician friends, and it is still a stress for me. But it's much less of a stress than it was before I met you lovely people. So thank you. And this is It's the Little Things, which is about the little things that make life what it is. They make or break, and you definitely make. And so thank you. It's the little things that make or break. All the little things that spin and shake. A life worth living despite the heavy hand at stake. What reason for my sigh? Thanks for asking, but I'm not here to say. Since you're passing by, here's a word or two I'd love to send your way. It's the little things that make or break. All the little things that spin and shake. A life worth living despite the heavy hand at stake. I'm glad everyone agrees that whichever song we choose, we're all winners. That's great. I like that. There was something very important I felt like I needed to say just a second ago, and I've completely forgotten it now. Oh, just that I'm really enjoying swinging back and forth on this swing chair, which isn't important at all, but I still did want to say it. All the beauty of the sky, it reminds me of your face. And if you'd ask me why, ooh, I'd say you're both made up of light and open space. It's the little things that make or break. All the little things that spin and shake. A life worth living despite the heavy hand at stake. Wake in your own time. Find me in the garden, darling. Be my Valentine. Life is for the living, darling. It's the little things that make or break. All the little things that spin and shake. A life worth living despite the heavy hand at stake. It's the little things that make or break. All the little things that spin and shake. A life worth living despite the heavy hand at stake. It's the little things. All the little things that make life great. Cool. Thank you very much. That was It's the Little Things. It's the little things that make life great. Cool. Thanks for sticking around. Some of y'all have been here for the full hour. Some of you arrived a little later, but thank you for being here. And if you, I think there should be a replay of this. So if you have watched the replay this far, then be hellish certain to comment and let us know. You can just be like, yo, 60-minute club or something like that. So we all know that we know that everyone's part of the same secret tribe of hour-long watchers. And now, as you've never seen it before. Thank you, Peter. It's such a pleasure to share with you. And if anyone would like to see more regular live streams, you can watch them on my Periscope. As I said earlier, I will share that link again. Live streams on Periscope. Oops, what did I just do? Oh, there we go. I haven't been live streaming much recently, but I would like to again soon. Also, I will be doing more monthly live streams, which will be patron only. I don't know if I can bear to limit them to only those who pledge $10 or more. I really don't like pushing people, like what they call incentivizing, like incentivizing people to spend more money so they get more perks. Yes, I love people spending lots of money on my art and supporting me with high amounts of patronage because that helps me to do what I do better and more. But I don't like denying other people stuff because they can't afford that. It sucks. Like this felt nice to just be like, you know what? I'm in a live stream to all my patrons. And so what I may do is just take that perk that is currently on the Pine Tree Natives at $10 plus and put it straight onto everyone. I've done this. I really feel like I need someone else to be more strict with me about how much I share with everyone. But I just like it. I like being able to just be like, hey, here's a live stream. Let's have the whole community share it together. So I don't know. I would like to do that rather maybe. Anyway, so I'll do my best. So the first Sunday of every month, basically, is what I'm going at here. So the first Sunday of May will be Sunday the 6th of May. And so I think let's do another live stream then. So please put it in your calendar, and I will create another post about it, reminding people closer to the time. But we will do it same time, same place, Patreon only, at 7 p.m. SAST, which is, I think, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Anyway, you guys know what it was. I can't go through all the time scale changes again. It's too much. It hurts my little brain. So yes, Peter is 60-minute club. Yeah, I think actually most of you watching still, at least all those who've been commenting have been watching since the begin. So thank you for that. This has been really fun. I'm so glad. Well, if I exactly, Kay, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't want to deny, this has been so much fun, and I don't want to deny the fun because people aren't pledging enough. I mean, I just don't. I think the higher pledge amount, some of the ways it makes sense is if I'm doing physical stuff, like with the postcards at the, what is that, Redwood, I think, or it's $25 plus. And like, that's a huge effort to write a bunch of postcards, to post them off, to buy them, like the whole thing. It's like a big time investment. So anyway, yes, Kay, I agree. That would have sucked because it's been really rad to hang out with you and get to play you some songs and to connect. And so yeah, let's do first Sunday of May again. You're a beautiful bunch of people. If I can ask you for one favor, which would mean the world to me, and this, obviously, if you don't feel it, then don't do it. But if you do, then please do. It would really help. Is that if you could go to the link I've just shared which is to my podcast, and you can either subscribe if you aren't yet, but if you are subscribed, then you can please, what is the word I'm thinking of? You can leave a review. If you've listened to the podcast and you like it, please leave a review. The more reviews at this point, the more it helps people to find it and like it and become involved in the podcast. That would be rad. My podcast link, please sub and review. Boom. And I listened to a podcast episode today by this guy, Kyle Tierman, and he said something really funny at the beginning. He's like, oh no, was it Kyle Tierman? Anyway, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts recently, and he was basically like, leave a review. I'll be honest, if it's not 5 stars, I'll be sad. And I thought of saying that now, but I actually don't mind. If you don't think it's for 5 stars, then freaking leave less and tell me why, and then I can improve it. That's fine. So, wow, I'm actually sweating. This is hot work. So that's it, my lovely humans. I wish you the most glorious April month. There is no need to be April fooling you today. The one thing I will say is that jesters and fools are incredibly powerful teachers, because they are the people who get to say the truth that no one else can, because they're not scared of making fools of themselves. And so I really respect and appreciate fools and jesters and troubadours and the like, because I think this world needs more people who don't take themselves overly seriously. I do take myself too seriously a lot of the time. I'm working on it. But I hope that this little sharing experience has helped us all to take ourselves and the world less seriously, if just for a 60-minute club time frame. So thank you, and I will see you all again very soon. I will be on the interwebs anyway doing my thing, as I usually am. But for now, I bid you adieu.